What's up, Virgo? It's your boy MTownTarot here to do a love reading for those of you who are currently in partnership or in a connection. We will see how you and your partner are feeling about yourselves, how you're feeling about each other, as well as this relationship. So let's jump right into it. Spirit and guides, we welcome you into this reading for Virgo that are in connection. Please give us the most relevant messages and advice in the perfect way under grace, and we thank you in advance. So I hope you're doing well, Virgo. Your readings are always very interesting to me. I kind of look forward to them. I kind of don't really pre-channel. I try to see if I can get some type of pre-channeling for you all, but I usually don't. So it's usually a surprise every time. So let's jump right into it. We'll pull a card for each question and then also a clarifier for each question. So we'll start off first with you and your energy. And let's see how you're feeling about yourself at this time, Virgo. How is Virgo feeling about themselves? The High Priestess almost wanted to jump out there. King of Swords. So at this time, some of you may be very clear about what it is that you want, who you are. You're not mincing words at this time. With this particular King of Swords, he has a sword, but of course the sword is standing down, and swords, of course, always deal with, thought, communications. A lot of times deals with action as well. But this is someone who is not really making a lot of decisions and things out of emotion, but using their logic. That king is very in control with that sword. He's not afraid to use it if he has to, but he will not, cut someone who is not deserving of it. So let's get a clarifier for that, because that is like air sign energy, not necessarily earth energy. Then we have the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups usually speaks about having lots of options, trying to make a decision but kind of feeling confused or possibly being overwhelmed. So these are actually like two conflicting energies, to where, on one hand, you may be very clear about what it is that you're wanting, what it is that you can possibly want to say and do. But then there's another side of you that's kind of conflicted and confused by the options there. So it's kind of what I'm picking up on at this time. I'm going to get one more clarifier. What is it that Virgo is kind of confused about within themselves with these options? You got the Eight of Swords, which is again about brand new communication, new action. This is mainly you see the light coming from her head space there. So a lot of you may have previously, maybe this is like past energy that you're kind of getting out of, is like this confusion state, because you have the King of Swords, who's very clear, and then you have the Ace of Swords, which talks about potential of new beginnings when it relates to the same energy of King of Swords. So maybe you were confused, but now you're more into this decisive awareness, clear energy. Now let's see how you're viewing your partner at this time. How's Virgo currently viewing their partner? King of Discs. So some of you may be dealing with the fellow earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You're looking at your partner as someone who is very stable. Some of you may have a partner that does well for themselves as far as finances and career. This is someone, although they are a earth sign, they are very nurturing. They have the ability to plant seeds, make them grow. This is a very, very mature individual as well. Some of you may even have children with this person, because the King of Pentacles or King of Discs can be considered like a father figure as well. You have death and rebirth. So energetically, I'm feeling that some of you, and this is not for a lot of you, but with some of you, maybe some of you, this is someone whom you were in connection with, and this person could have possibly passed away. For others, especially picking on that energy from some of your previous readings that we've done, where there was a lot of toxicity, karmic, devil type of energy. This person has done some type of transformation. Now, the devil is usually represented by Capricorn as well. So if you guys were dealing with an earth sign who possibly had addiction problems or things of that nature, this person has went through a major transformation and rebirth. And now you're looking at them as this, King of Pentacles, which is really great improvement, especially compared to previous love readings. Now, of course, all of this is your perception, does not necessarily mean that it is fact or true. Now, how are you viewing this relationship? How's Virgo? Virgo. I don't know why I'm having no struggle saying Virgo today. Feeling about this relationship. Two of Swords. Two of Swords talks about kind of being split in the mind. Again, you do have the Seven of Cups here, which talks about options, but kind of being confused about which option to take. And then you have the Two of Swords, which is pretty much no action at all. Just kind of standing there trying to weigh things out when it comes to this relationship. If this is a scenario where, unfortunately this person, has passed away or something of that nature, then of course that threw you into a spirit of confusion. You may not be able to move on at this point. And of course, I sincerely send my condolences if this is, your scenario. But for others, let's get a clarifier. Queen of Cups. So yeah, some of you are, you're definitely confused and stuck when it comes to this relationship. You do have a lot of love on the inside for this person. Maybe there's an undercurrent of love in the relationship, but it doesn't necessarily come out to the surface, maybe, or maybe deep down this person cares and feels for you, but for some reason when it comes times for that emotion to come up, it's stuck, and there's like just always some type of stagnation there, if that makes sense. And of course, that is this is all your perception. Does not mean that it's true. Does not mean that it is reality. I do see that a lot of you may be kind of going within and kind of calling upon your intuition. Some of you may be dealing with the may have a girlfriend, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, mother figure, or someone that you kind of go to for guidance. For others, maybe some of you, if this person did pass away, maybe you have a strong connection with their mom, and that mom kind of keeps you feeling connected, with that partner. And again, if that is your scenario, my sincerest condolences to you. So let's see how your partner is currently feeling about themselves. How is Virgo's partner currently feeling about themselves? So we have the Strength. So some of you may be dealing with a Leo. If this is the scenario where, I mentioned earlier that your person went through this transformation, maybe they had addiction problems or something like that in the past, this person is feeling very powerful. With this particular young lady, and of course, in tarot, gender is fluid. These signs, all of that is, is fluid. You take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But I'm captured how you have this young lady here, who she looks like she could possibly be a little wild child, but look how she is dominating this beast, which to me kind of represents her being able to tame the beast within, tame the ego. So your partner feels like they have a lot of strength. At times they may have to call upon, whomever their supreme being is for strength in those times when they don't have it. And then, wow, you got the strength again to clarify the strength. So it is what it is. The universe is spoken. So some of you all are definitely dealing with a Leo. But whomever this person is, and you see how on this strength card you have the Lamb. You have someone who's kind of dual, changing from this ego over to, you know, their heart space, their human side. So your person is definitely in strength and have power right now, and they're also calling upon whomever, whether they're in an AA meeting and they have people that they can, you know, speak with to kind of help them get through this. But again, some of you are definitely dealing with a Leo or someone with that type of energy or personality. Now, how are they viewing you, Virgo? How is Virgo's partner viewing Virgo at this time? Prince of Swords. So, some of them are seeing you as someone who, and again, it's their perception. Some of them may see you as someone who could possibly be a little bit immature when it comes to communication. Some of them, if they are going through, you know, still in the process of their transformation or everything, they appreciate like how you reach out and communicate with them. And then you have the High Priestess there. So they are also viewing you as someone who is very wise, someone who is, I don't know, maybe some of you all do like tarot, connected to spirit, you meditate, you may do things like with crystals, and there's something very holistic and almost it's almost like you're connected with the Most High, and they see you like that. Some of them see you as someone that has divinely been sent into their life, you know, by God. I'm almost looking at how this Prince of Swords here has the wings there. And sometimes, you know, the Prince of Swords can charge in there with, you know, and just kind of disrupt things. But this one kind of looks like a childlike, innocent angel. So I think they see you kind of like childlike, innocence, their angel, maybe their guardian angel, and someone who's definitely connected with the Most High. And again, with you having that Queen of Cups, with how you view the relationship, they're almost like the same person. You know, they can see that you're using, you know, instincts and intuition. If this is someone, you know, in that scenario where this person possibly passed away, it's a possibility this person could have passed away during the Leo season, and this person is now, you know, your guardian angel. They are resting, they are connecting, you know, are connected with their creator, that's whom they return to, and they are in a period of rejuvenation and rest as well. So I hope that gives you some type of comfort. And let's see how they view the relationship. How does Virgo's partner view this relationship? Six of Swords. So Six of Swords talks about moving on to like calmer waters where there used to be like a lot of emotional upheaval. So for some of you, I'm feeling as if, you know, if this is this scenario where the person passed away, it could have been due to, you know, addictions and things of that nature. And then you have the Hangman, which is Pisces energy. So for some of you all, because the Hangman is kind of being hanging out there waiting for enlightenment, and the Two of Swords is just about, you know, there's a decision that needs to be made, but failing to make that decision. And so here I'm seeing moving how they view the relationship, because I feel like I'm getting tongue tied and marking this up. They feel as if with this connection, you all are moving towards calmer waters, coming out of like a dark stage and area, and you guys are probably just trying to heal and just, you know, see what's going to happen with this relationship. You know, you're both are probably not trying to put too much into it, but you're not trying to neglect it. You're probably just trying to find a good balance with, okay, how do we give this some attention but not become so overwhelmed and consumed in it, because right now we don't really know, how it's going to go. It's almost like you're both trying to leave, because both of the with the Queen of Cups and the Hangman, it's like getting enlightenment. So both of you all are trying to move towards calmer waters, and you're both kind of trying to let the universe take the wheel, and neither of you kind of put your hands in it, because you kind of want destiny and everything else to kind of like unfold. So you want what's best for you, you want what's best for the partner, but you just don't, neither one of you seem like you want to get in and just muddy the things up to prevent whatever's supposed to be from being. Hope that makes sense. So what's the strength in this relationship? I'm gonna try to move some of these cards up, so we still got some more questions to go. All right, so what's the relationship strength for Virgo? What's the strength of this relationship? Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a lot of love there. You guys probably have good instincts and intuition together. Not only, I think, do you have good instincts and intuition, this person does too. Maybe this person doesn't necessarily, because of addictions or whatever they went through in their past, necessarily are maybe as aware of their instincts and power and intuition as you are. And then you have, the Page of Swords. So you both have the ability to learn from each other through communications, through observations, through the actions as well. As well as there's a actual like a nurturing, almost psychic type of telepathic connection that I'm feeling that you all have too. So it's not just a mental thing. There's actually some type of soul connection that you both feel, especially with having, the Queen of Cups here. You're looking at it as the Queen of Cups, and then that's one of the strengths of the relationship. So what are the weaknesses in this relationship? What is the weakness of Virgo's relationship? Princess of Swords. So the Princess of Swords is usually about, for me, like inner dialect, not necessarily. So let's say you may hold things in, or your partner may hold things in that need to be addressed, and it never comes out. You just kind of, let it sit in there. And then what happens is, with this Page of Wands, is that when you or the partner or both of you finally get fed up, and then you kind of use like that, because Page of Wands is like fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. You know how Sagittarius have that bow and arrow? And so like, once you all do get fed up, you pull that arrow back, and you all probably just, shoot off words and passionate things to each other, and that can lead to some problems from time to time. Also, with that Page of Wands, there's probably a lot of passion that starts, and then kind of as quickly as the passion starts, it kind of burns and fades away just as quickly. And so there may be frustration on both sides when that does happen. Now, what is the relationship's direction? What is the direction of this relationship? What direction are we going? Eight of Swords, which is about self-imposed mental bondage. Let's get a clarifier for that. Clarify this Eight of Swords for the relationship's direction. Three of Cups. So Three of Cups usually talks about, getting together, doing something creative, maybe celebrations, getting together with friends. And then you have the Eight of Swords, which is like self-imposed, like bondage. What I'm picking up on energetically, especially if you guys are both kind of in this hanging, waiting type of atmosphere or energy at this time, try not to get too much in your head, because that would be an easy thing for either of you to do at this time. And, if you can, especially with the numbers and everything raising now, be very careful. But, if you can get around a couple of girlfriends or, homies or people that you can kind of talk to kind of help you not fall into this little funk. Uh, I think you'll be okay. It seems like you're partnering with this strength. Again, I'm picking up if it was someone, if they're dealt with addictions, I think they have like sponsors or maybe groups that are assisting them with this, rebirth. And maybe you need to do the same. Just to, not saying go to AA or anything, but find you some type of confidant or friends or something to kind of keep you from going into your headspace. Now, what's the advice for supporting the relationship? What's the advice for supporting this relationship? We got the Princess of Cups. So there's a lot of love here. Cups are all about love and emotions. And then you got the Knight of Swords. So the best advice I think is to kind of go within. With the Princess of Cups, it's about going within. It's also about offering your nurturing, your love, but take it slow, do it in balance. Make sure that you do communicate clearly, and also with him kind of like taking off running like towards that motorcycle or whatever. It almost feels like and then with this page, you got a lot of pages and stuff, so there's almost times where this relationship or this connection kind of takes off in a direction that's kind of faster than both of you all kind of can come to terms or grips with. But just try to take baby steps, take one day at a time. If today is a good day and y'all mesh well and doing good, hey, great. Don't try to think too far off into the future with it. Or if today maybe it's not going so great, don't think that it's the end of all of everything and nothing else can come from this. Just chalk it up as it's a bad day and we're gonna fuck that day and move on to the next. All right. So let's pull you some romance angels, Virgo, and I'll let you go. I appreciate you all who have stuck around this long. If it resonates, please, of course, like, comment, subscribe if you feel the need to. If you'd like to support the channel financially, that information is in the description box below as well. All right. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So again, some of you may be in a little period of separation. Again, if it's the scenario where that loved one has possibly passed away, then you may need to take some time to get yourself together. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I did get some energy earlier about someone being connected to parents and things of that nature. So as you go within, or your partner goes within, especially if there's addiction stuff, maybe the cause of their addiction was them trying to hide a lot of things from their, how they grew up with their family. And now they're uncovering that and healing those things and no longer need the drugs as a vice. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So some of you, of course, may be married to this individual. But just, have patience. It's Rome wasn't built in a day. It does take work. It does take time. But as long as both parties are willing to step in and do the work, then I think everything will be okay. All right, let's get you 1 or 2 rebel decks and then we'll close it out, Virgo. I appreciate you all so much. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. So I'll give you a virtual hug. And money, money, money. Make it rain. So, there may be some money coming in to you all. If this is someone who passed away, no one wants to benefit off anyone's death, but there could possibly be some type of payout or insurance claim or something that maybe you're not aware of. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. So don't be in denial about things. Just, take it for what it is at face value. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. I appreciate you guys again. Until next time, take care.